Okay, guys, we are going to talk about what I think about the comparison between the HJM Tri Hauler or the Mooncool TK1. And I want to give as good of as a fair comparison between the two because they're totally two different trikes in the respective cost. This HJM Tri Hauler is $25.99 and the Mooncool TK1 is $16.99. So there is a very clear difference in the price. Now, there's a couple components on the two that I'm going to weigh out, and I'm not sure it's worth $900 in difference either. So let's get on the HJM. It's got a 1,000-watt rear hub motor. It's got 24-inch front tire, 20-inch back tires. It's got full brakes on all three tires individually, which is a plus. It's got a torque sensor. It's got a 48-volt, 20-amp-hour battery sitting in the down tube, and I have also got an additional 48-volt, 30-amp-hour battery behind the seat post that I purchased separately on Amazon for the battery itself. There was a $300 difference for what HJM wanted for their battery. And it was only 20 amp hour, $700 and some dollars. Where I found this one for $419 and it's a 30 amp hour battery. So 50 amp hours is going to get me between 100 to 150, 175 miles on one charge. That's a plus. And it's also got front suspension, but no rear suspension. So there's the difference on the HJM, and let's talk about the TK1 now by Mooncool. This has also got a 48 volt, I believe it's 14.5 amp hour battery, sits in the behind the seat post. It has got a 500 watt motor on the rear, which I believe peaks to 750. It's also got 24-inch front tire, and again 220s in the back as well as the HJM does. That's got a twist throttle on the TK1. It's got a thumb throttle on the HJM. Not a big difference. Comfort-wise, TK1 won out big time over the HJM. And I even got a suspension seat post on the HJM. The saddle needs to be changed on this. It's very uncomfortable to me for $25.99. The Mooncool TK1 saddle is very comfortable, and I'm going to keep the original saddle on this one. This is a folding trike. The HJM is not a folding trike. Very similar in some aspects, but very different in others. The step-through area on the HJM is probably another inch to an inch and a half to get over that step-through area than it is on the TK1. They both got great baskets on the back. I got the Mooncool bags that go in the TK1, front and back. And I had this crate laying around that I put in the HJM. But as far as speed goes, that will max out at 15.5 mile per hour on the Mooncool TK1. I de-restricted the HJM and now can do 25 mile per hour on that. Folks, 25 mile per hour for a senior is too fast in my opinion. I think 20 to 22 would have been better, and that's kind of where I ride on this. But the 15.5 is fine. Now, I had this one out and had a tipping issue on it as well. I did not have a tipping issue on the TK1. But since I put another battery back behind the seat post, it balanced that weight a little bit. So I did not get the tipping issues on the HJM after I did get a secondary battery to put on there. Both of them got pedal assist, 1 through 5. This one does not have gears on the TK1. The HJM does have gears. So, again, small differences, big differences, you can weigh it all out. I'm not sure this trike here is worth $900 more than the Mooncool TK1. The HJM has got aluminum alloy for the frame, which is really good. The TK1 is very comfortable ride to me in comparison to the HJM. I just have to give an overall shout out to Mooncool for the TK1, then I do the HJM. One other issue I had on the HJM, the first trike I got in, I went the first maiden ride and there's bolts stripped off in the back here. 5 bolts stripped off on my first ride. Chain come off, got tangled in the sprocket. So I sent that trike back to them. They sent a truck out and I shipped it back. Fortunately, I didn't throw away the crate and the box. And this one I've had 0 issues with on the Mooncool. So again, folks, I really wanted to purchase this one so my wife could ride this one. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get that done. She's a little leery of riding this, but she did ride it around the driveway, so we're going to see where it goes from there. But yeah, I just wanted to do a short video comparison between the two. I like the handlebars better on the TK1 than I do the HJM. A buddy of mine told me I should turn that backwards and it'd be more comfortable. I think I've got it back far enough now, it seems to be okay. But for the money you're spending, folks, your hard-earned money, I would go with the TK1 for sure. So that's my thoughts on these two. I just wanted to share that with you guys and tell me what you think. If you own both of them, tell me what you think. I know my buddy up in New Hampshire, Gary, DIY and Adventures, he owns both of these as well. So I would like Gary to give me his input on both of these and what he thinks. Now, he did accessorize his with a couple more things on the HJM. I put a bigger rotor on that one on the HJM. It now has a 203 rotor, where it did only have a 160. So the braking got better on this trike, but I did not accessorize other than the seat post. I did not put big rotors in the back. So I may be adding that. I'm going to keep this thing for this price for sure. Again, it's $25.99 plus tax, guys. It's not cheap. Is it built well? Yes. Is the $900 built well more than the TK1? No. So I want to share that with you. Give me your thoughts. Let me know. Share, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I will see you guys on the next ride adventure.